Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. I guess that's about everything. Well, I'm trying to finish off a few projects, and this thing has worked its way back up on the list. The carburetor came and I smashed it on there, and it's better, but it's not all I would like it to be. You guys remember I had to put the new belt on it because it was dragging itself about. And let me just show you quick. The OEM carburetor looked like this. So I remembered this piece here, and I ordered a carburetor for a 5 horsepower Tecumseh, and this is what they sent me. So I didn't have this guy to put the air cleaner on it, so I reordered the carburetor, and the carburetor's on there, but you could see there's no adjustment on the bottom, and you could adjust the idle here. As you see, your fuel port, this one has a right hand turn, this one doesn't. I could probably yank that out of there and put the right hand turn on it, but I didn't have this flange, and I actually want to run an air cleaner on it because that's the right thing to do. So I ordered another carburetor. This extra port on top is just a breather. I can cover that, or I could do away with that. So I just said, you know what, for like, 18 bucks, let me order another carburetor. So I did. And the right carburetor, or as right as I could get carburetor, is on there. And the good part is I got the little flange for the air filter, so that's a good thing. The rest of it's all proper, but when you look underneath, right, it's got a needle valve, so I had to shave this down to get the needle valve in there. So anyway, I got it in there, I got it working, and it should start up. So it starts and it runs and it races. It turns out whoever messed with this thing before, they must have messed up the governor, because there's a lever on the side of the motor which directly accesses the throttle. Right? The lever directly accesses the throttle. And when you turn the throttle up, it uses a spring to pull on that lever, which gives you more throttle. Then the governor, as the weights fly out spinning inside the motor, it brings you back down to govern the speed. Well, unfortunately, the lever never pulls back. The weights must be off. There must be something going on internal to the engine. This carburetor had mixture problems on top of the whole governor not doing what it was supposed to be doing. So with this carburetor, literally the engine was completely psycho. It was racing, it was not racing, it was rich, it was lean, it was completely crazy. Now the mixture's okay, but it's not controlling its speed very well. The carburetor put on there is more like this, and this one has an idle speed adjustment, right? You just spin this bolt on and off. The one on there does not. So I guess the way you adjust the idle speed is you got to do bends on the on that, right, where this guy, you screw the screw in and out. On this one, and you guys could see it's been bent pretty good. I got to do calibrated bends on. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to calibrate a bend on it so it runs somewhere around 2,500 RPM. To me, it sounds like it's spinning up to close to 4,000. I mean, it might be 37, 3,800. It sounds faster than 3,600 to me. And I'd really rather not run it there because I plan on like running it all day, not just for 5 minutes to cut something. I really want to be able to run it like all day, so I need it to control the speed. It seems to have more than enough power, even if it's only idling to keep to make the sickle bar go and to the sickle. It doesn't seem to require that much power to haul itself about and to make the sickle bar go. So I'm gonna slow her down. Even without a governor, if you run them just a tad rich, a lot of times that kind of makes up for the if you're running a little rich, it gives it just a touch more power and it'll take care of itself. What do I have tied up in that thing? I paid $75 for it. The Bilt, I think, brought me to $100. I got about $150 tied up in that thing. So it'll earn its keep. But unless I pull the engine off and completely tear it apart, I mean, to get to the governor, you gotta get away. You gotta get in there and work. You gotta. I'm going to use the word split the case, and then you got to find the government components floating around. And I don't happen to have one of those Tecumseh engines floating around. And they don't make Tecumseh engines anymore. And it's not easy to just say, oh, well, this motor's a piece of junk, I'm going to smash a new one on, because the bottom pulley drives the sickle bar, and this side pulley is what drives the drive wheels. And then you say, oh well, try to find something like it on eBay. Yeah, but if I find something like it on eBay, am I going to have basically the same problem? Am I going to have a governor problem on the engine I buy? Somebody sells you an engine and says, oh yeah, it's got compression, it's got this, that, and the other thing. I need a governor. I got an engine with compression and this, that, and the other thing. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to go fixed speed with it, and I guess I'm going to make it do what I want it to do. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it or I'm going to sell it once I do what I want to do with it. I'm not sure. The thing also has a strike against it because it bit me. I mean, it was my own fault, right? I mean, it's not like it ran over here and took a bite out of me, but normally I get cranky with stuff that bites me, and it bit me. Anyhow, the sickle bar mower story. Yeah, I started it, and when it was psycho, I figured it needed a carburetor. I didn't think there were two things wrong with it, that it had a governor and a carburetor issue. I figured, just one thing. Sometimes with this equipment, you have that. You can. I mean, in my case, I buy these bikes all the time, right? How many times you get a bike and you say, oh man, I got a good deal on it, and then you find, well, it needs a gas tank. Okay, I could get around the gas tank, and a carburetor. All right, I could get around the carburetor, and the stator's ripped up. All right, I got my portable CDI box, and it needs a tire or two. And the plastic isn't in great shape, and it's not the prettiest bike in the world. Suddenly you're putting money into a bike whose overall value isn't going to be all that high. So enjoyable experience playing with it, but going to get rich on it? I don't think so. So I guess I guess that's why I don't ever try to sell any of this stuff. I'm certain I'm never going to make any money at it. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Make sure you have plenty of fun. Take care now folks. Bye.